now he's actually gonna die.
Seriously, how can he still breathe?
I know I'm right. He is the real murderer.
You figured it out, Nick? I should haven't.
More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all, and those numbers you gave me, absolutely worthless. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot.
Yeah! This is so exciting. Want you to work again?
I probably took this case because I didn't know what I was doing.
First.
Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. How do you know what your old self is? Aren't you in music? So, it's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. Just like me when I murdered everyone in my previous cases. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense ellipses! The defense is making a mockery of this court! Yes, and? Without any solid ground standard, he gives the witness of being the murderer!
I mean, Payne is actually very correct there.
Yeah, no, he really is. Yeah, that's right! I, ellipses, are no criminal! Let this third-rate fraud of a lawyer, ellipses!
In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer.
Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses. For example, ellipses, there's ellipses, the victim wrote. What about that ellipses, question mark?
Oh, you mean the name Maggie with an I?
Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right?
But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. Well, did they not, like, DNA test him? If there was other stuff?
What? Double exclamation mark? Would that mean that the real criminal is someone that the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would the person know that her name was Maggie? Or Maggie?
That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. Ah, I forgot. Was there a way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? Ah, there's no way.
Of course, no way, no how.
No matter how I look at it, it's no good. Let me guess, Maya's gonna tell me to look at the court record and yell at me aggressively.
Nick! Court record! Stupid!
There's no way he could have known Maggie is her name.
Nick! The court record's stupid! You can't let the slime bag get away!
Please say the court record.
Pink Carter!
You're right. Okay, let's go over this from the beginning one more time. I'm disappointed nobody mentioned the court record there.
Alright.
It would be best if I could prove the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? This would be it, presumably. I should have shown my thing. There was no health bar.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is actually kind of a funny one to screw up too.
What does it say?
Like, oh, am I supposed to take this as evidence? The defense doesn't know what's going on. Huh?
Is that it?
There's a bit more too, but like that's all I read of so far.
Ah, okay.
I can't let all to be laughing like a 5-year-old. Takes responsibility. Is if I need a lecture or responsibility from you of all people? The defense will receive a penalty. Please think carefully before presenting your case again.
Wait, I would have received a penalty? There was no health bar. Interesting. Oh well, that is funny. I should have presented it while I could, but it's fine. This is how. Ellipses. Am I supposed to take this as evidence that the... Wait, I was wrong?
Yes, we're getting
I just know what's going on. Huh? Oh.
All to be laughing at a 5-year-old. Take responsibility. Yep, that's it.
You do get penalized for it. Okay, it just didn't show the health bar. Oh, that's scary. As if I needed a lecture about responsibility of you, of all people. The defense will receive a penalty. Oh, geez, we're gonna have to look up where penalties are given then if we're unsure, because I do want to screw around just to get the dialogue, but I don't know if I want to take a penalty every time. Please think carefully before presenting your case again. Yes, Your Honor. Now, Judge, yep, how could the witness have known the defendant's name? Let's see. Oh no, this is just the... Yeah.
That would have been too late.
Not that...
Obviously, it was my attorney's badge!
If that was it, that would be great, but I know it's not. I guess it would be this then, because she got in contact with the owner. I thought maybe the cell phone records would matter a bit.
That's silly you.
Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct?
I didn't.
So, you could argue that I was on the right track. I just presented the wrong piece of a string of evidence. When you realized you had lost it, what did you do?
What did I do?
Did you try to find it by calling it?
Why you? Ellipses, exclamation mark. How did you? Ellipses, exclamation mark, question mark. Your Honor! This question has nothing to do with ellipses!
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up and lost a phone in the park. It picked up a lost phone. I don't know why I said picked up and lost a phone. That would be not right. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone.
Ellipses, 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 beep, ellipses.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there, Ellipses. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, Ellipses.
Also, I just want to point out she is carrying the thing, what's it called? The bag with the bananas. I'm just gonna call him that. Not even he's carrying them.
That bag, by the way.
Sure. You can call me Maggie. Hey, the blue badger. I saw that. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie.
Ellipses.
But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie. I'm not going to specify the spelling because I don't care. The name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. That's why I haven't clarified the spelling at all. Order! Order!
This is no motive!
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor! The person usually would not kill someone without reason!
Well, he was jealous of the bananas.
It wasn't an order to kill anyone! That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Why would I want him dead?
Mr. Wright. I mean, you don't need to know the motive. Granted, that helps the case immensely, but you don't need to know a motive. You're
If only it worked out easily for Mr. Wright.
True. Can you explain what motive this witness could have had? Oh, well, that's where, you see, I have this piece of paper comes into play. Ellipses. It's very simple, Your Honor.
Exclamation mark. Are you sure, Nick?
Oh, I'm absolutely
Sounds
sure.
like we're bluffing.
If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right?
Yeah, but ellipses.
Now then, please present to the court your proof that the witness had a motive. What is the fail thing? I'm not gonna go for the fail. Actually, let me make sure this is correct.
Oh, there's actually 2 correct options here.
Oh, really?
They have different dialogue trees.
Which one is... I'm just going to go with the names list.
That's one of the correct ones.
Yeah.
You could have also presented the cell phone.
Oh, really? I guess that makes sense. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. It just makes sense because, you know, he's been conned, he was pissed, so he wanted to kill someone. Easy peasy. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone that the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are certainly members of a certain group.
What? Ellipses, you looked up all those numbers, ellipses, question mark?
That is what people do. Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. I just said that, but just want you all to know again. The names and numbers belong to people who's members of a certain con artist group.
Okay, so to be fair, for those repeating lines, they're doing that because if you pick cell phone, he doesn't bring it up.
Ah, okay. Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington?
This ellipses, this is an outrage, an invasion of privacy.
Well, I mean, we didn't know it was your phone until now.
Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a less crime than murder.
Oh my God.
You're one of those people. You just like the cop during the brilliant artist movies. Oh, great. Wait, so I said today, they disrupted a genius and interrupted his dialogue with the goddess of... And then it cuts off.
I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about.
Thank you! Any of you! No one is like to be such a refined man such as me! I cannot read. Sorry. Your Honor! This is Ellipses! Send us our Patrick of the witness! Yes, the age-old line.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of a con artist on his phone? Isn't it that obvious? The witness is a member of that group. Duh. And obviously he's a victim.
I mean, he's not a victim. Yeah, like he's definitely a victim.
I would choose the others, but I do have a bar. He was victimized by a group of con artists. Is that right? And to take his revenge, he's looking for the names and numbers of the con artists.
Hold on, Nick. What are you talking about? If that's true, then he doesn't have a motive to kill his new prince.
Yeah, why would you put it like that? You could just say you would think he was the con artist. Ellipses. Yeah, I guess not. What is it? You became quiet all of a sudden. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to try this one more time. Wait, that was incorrect?
Objection!
All right. I like how he sounds done with him. One more time, Mr. Wright. Why would the witness have the numbers of the group one? That's obvious. The witnesses. I mean, I guess he'd be a member of that. You wouldn't be calling a group if you're looking into the group. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. But I'm also stupid, so you know. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. Well, I guess... I mean, it could go either way. It really could go either way. You could argue that what I said could be correct in some other variation. All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill.
Oh, much!
That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? Would you like to have Phoenix Wright as your defense attorney on this one?
Thank you. Ellipses, I ellipses I ellipses I ellipses I.
I got you now. There's no more this case could present because I didn't have to investigate things myself.
Ellipses.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
This is ellipses! So that's my Patrick behind it!
Payne, you know if you keep saying that, it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna magically become true just because you said it a second time.
I'm pretty sure that's the third time you said it. You said that exact same thing only a few seconds ago. It's you. You'd say please.
Yeah, I read it.
I
said
knew
it.
it. It didn't come through.
Please!
Well, that came through.
Did it come through that time?
Yeah, it went through loud and clear.
I did it quieter that time.
Interesting.
Please, let's give out the context to the phone call. Ellipses. Beep. Ellipses.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Rose Gumshoe.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up, and I can give this back. I've read this 3 times over before. Wrong voice, sorry. This is gonna be fun later. The voice bouncing. Oh, Mr. Wellington had to do with me, Miss Bertina's phone back! I can hear your voice dying. That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense.
Outside the box. Why think about things logically when you can be completely
Stop reading my mind. Can we comment on that? Yeah. If we think
a unicorn
like
did
that, let's see. Maybe the slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I do have a badge. Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
Why are you friendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright. What was this something that didn't agree with the witness? Oh, I can't save. I wanted to save just in case I screwed up.
Binary yes or no answer, so...
Well, the answer is obviously the baseball glove. Remember, he did play in his junior year, so... he was very jealous. What was this something that didn't agree with the witness? Alright, so I have to kind of think for a moment here. I feel like this probably isn't hard, but I'm prone to overthink, so... that they were... dating? Policemen?
Beautiful, I just killed her boyfriend right there on the spot!
I mean, knowing him, he would do it. The sad thing is that's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. They are the same age. I'm thinking about doing
pal,
that.
Love doesn't have to be the same age, pal.
I'm actually thinking about that because that's kind of realistic. Let me just double check real quick to be sure. They never showed. So they never showed up to begin with. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go with it. I don't think it's right, but I'm gonna go with it.
No, it's right.
It really?
Yeah, that was the one correct answer.
Wow! My deduction skills actually worked! What Mr. Wellington saw... Oh, sorry, I forgot to go. Take that! What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The ellipses? The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? I still love that name.
Dustin Prince, it is a really good name, had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Wait, is it because he's a cop? Oh!
Well, he is clearly tied to the underground.
True. It would either be them dating or him being a cop. That's all I could think of. The reason why I didn't think it was because he was a cop is because of her, but I didn't think about her not wearing
But her outfit isn't the...
I didn't think about that, because I don't have that information just readily available.
Yeah.
The girl that picked up my phone... Oh, wait, no, that's you.
I think I picked up... My phone is with the policeman!
He couldn't have known that they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. You know, that makes sense now that it's all coming together.
I do anything suspicious. He might run and check on my phone, ellipses.
In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is what you're saying. Exactly. Precisely. Indubitably. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, why would you bring a witness that is the murder? Do you have any comments?
Ellipses! Stop! Can't ellipses! I got an excuse, I swear! Stop having a witness!
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, well, Mr. Wellington, you are.
Ellipses! Oh, ellipses!
That was a good face. Oh, that's a really good face.
Which is impressive. Ellipses are about because of direct education. Ellipses.
That's a really good face. What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, the evidence, ellipses. That happens. Mara, I can't hear these people me out. Why have you been waving around and talking about a suspicious cell phone? Suspicious phone numbers this, suspicious call group that, they're all on the phone! You just say that phone is really mine, where's your proof, your evidence?
I mean, first of all, you proved it yourself. Second of all, I think we already established that.
So, what's your phone number?
Yeah, that's you. You want proof that this phone is yours?
I already told you earlier! I've already lost it, I've already found it! You don't think this one is whose phone your hand belongs to! How'd you be shocked at them on, you simpleton?
What?
Ellipses! Ellipses! It was good to see you square!
I like how he keeps doing that with his face, and that was just really funny. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor? This is bad. You can't let him turn the tables on me like this. I am going to save, just in case.
You probably should do a confidence save right now.
Yeah, this is literally just... I can't believe I've almost failed the intro of things.
I mean, to be the intro is a lot longer this time than it was in the first game.
True, there's a lot more places to screw up. I don't even know if you could screw up on the first one.
You can, but you have to try really hard.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of things you kind of actually have to go decently out of your way to deduce in this one, too, to be fair. It's just bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. The cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Maybe. Fingerprints wouldn't do it.
Check the phone's stored numbers! Another thing we already know!
Well, the thing is... There's got to be a lot of fingerprints on it now, right?
Indeed!
Literally, if you do the fingerprint on the phone, it'll just say it's the defendant. So.
Hey Phoenix, why are your fingerprints on that phone? Oh,
that too. Phones. I'll just go with this.
Your fingerprints on it.
This phone has the names and numbers of those whose. This phone I can read sometimes too. This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor.
Leave this. What are you talking about? What we're trying to determine is who that phone belongs to.
There's gonna be a lot of fingerprints on it.
Who cares about what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, you've already shown it, simpleton. Besides, who knows, maybe you went and added some of those numbers in yourself. He's not wrong.
Yeah, that's true. The witness is quite right. I'm afraid I have to reject the defense's proposal. Grr, that jerk is back to his arrogant, annoying self again. I guess it would be the finger. I guess I'm overthinking it, because, I mean, in theory, yes, a lot of people probably touched it by now. Or the defendant literally touched it. That one we have, like, definitive proof on.
Yeah, like, the defendant is not denying that at all.
Yeah. Then again, I guess you could see his fingerprints through it too, so I guess there is that. I got it! We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? What are those? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some print on his phone.
Man, don't you remember?
No, Emma was the person who did it, not you.
When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off!
Why did you laugh?
You idiot!
I what?
Well, you said there's sand all over it, so ellipses. Past Phoenix is an idiot.
Wiped it? I wiped it.
Pretty thoroughly too, ellipses. Oh, it was fun watching thoroughly trash battle like themselves.
He's made a complete recovery.
How many times have I to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the number stored on this phone.
Why not? If we can compare them, if they match, then you know.
It's a glitch because all the numbers just magically disappeared.
No, we call it getting a new phone. You've gotta be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Do you think he did it like while Phoenix was like, oh, I wiped it. So he like pulled out his phone and just quickly deleted it. Mr. Wellington.
This. Your voice is like you still have some left in you. Oh, that's weird. This is the first time the transcript has been wrong. Okay.
Oh wow, they must have changed something between.
Well, I know they changed the scripts like between the DS version and 3DS.
What is the difference?
3DS scripts. Basically, they just fixed the translation because it was spotty at times on DS, which, mind you, gave some absolute meme gems, but it was pretty dumb.
What did they replace? I'm just curious.
The original line was, "Well, from the way you talk to me, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you." So it's basically saying the same thing, it's just worded different.
Ah, okay. If there's any notably funny differences or whatever, definitely bring them up. You should definitely get the transcripts for all the cases.
Honestly, this is better than the guide, so I'm just going to use this, because this has all the things you need to present anyway.
Oh yeah, that works out. Where did you finally find your cell phone?
Ellipses. Ellipses. Oh, you want too much!
I mean, what? That's an honestly, fair question.
And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Ellipses, question mark? Ellipses, oh my god, that's also a good face. Now I remember.
This game's going too long. We should have been able to split this into several of these faces alone.
Jesus.
Ellipses, 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 ellipses. Ellipses, beep, ellipses.
Huh? Looks like they hung up.
Good, I finally found it.
I'm a victim of assault! So that's when...
Mr. Attorney, why the glare in your eyes? It's almost like the harsh glare in my eyes! Heck, you worked so hard to get this far, but... if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get out scot-free!
I know. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Quick, the fire extinguisher in my apartment!
Of course.
Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of the cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power, and you'll probably get sent to jail for literally saying this innocent man, as we know it murdered someone. Looks like you came up a penny short, even though we don't use pennies anymore. Where did I go wrong?
These pennies might send me all your pennies. Like, I might get like 4 of them, but hey, money's money.
Yeah, true.
Well, don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet.
Who? I am? Question mark?
I think I remember now. I'm
What?
Miles Edgeworth's genius prosecutor.
That would be hilarious if he just yelled that out. The court hereby concludes this cross-examination.
Ellipses.
I mean, you could argue that the cross-examination was over a long time ago.
Oh, it absolutely was. Well, that will be all. I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to let it all go at that? Well, I mean, I could
Enjoy your
just
dinner.
wait and see. Yeah, you know, he's got a fancy dinner. It's no use. I can't do anymore. There's nothing left. Nothing left but to go back home, man. Now that I think about it.
I don't even know where that is. What are you mumbling about? You're Ellipses, well, you're you, Nick. And because you're you can't give up now.
I mean, to be fair, Maya, most of the reason why we trudged on was because of you and Emma in their respective cases. Otherwise, we would have given up so much quicker.
Yeah.
And Mia for the first case, so... Because I'm me, ellipses, question mark, not exclamation mark. Alright, since you know me so well, what did I do?
That's easy. For starters, you'd raise your voice and object.
Oh, I just do that at everything.
Just objection!
So for now, I should at least say something. Hold it! Please wait, Your Honor.
Hey, Nick. That's the way to bluff.
I think I may be able to prove it again! Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? That you're a bumbling buffoon with bananas?
Everything includes being a buffoon with bananas. Your Honor! Cross-examination has already ended! Claims and defense is just going to pitch the witness and warrants any questions! Wow. More badgering.
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, that's no harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney.
Is it really considered harassment in a courtroom setting?
I mean, he is drilling pretty hard, to be fair.
That is true. Please, Your Honor. Ellipses. Very well. But this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. Well, you know what that means. Safety. Ellipses, exclamation mark. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your client and for you. Is this like a one-shot kill even if you didn't screw up at all?
I don't think so. Like, that'd be pretty harsh for a tutorial.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But at the same time, they could be teaching... Oh, wait.
I'm sure you're all aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. I don't care. It's resumed.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Ellipses.
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. All it comes down to this is go time. Wow, it at least gets rid of 3 bars. I could see them doing this just to show that there are times where you could, like, if you screw up, you lose.
I don't know if it's actually like a full kill though.
Sure,
it could just be like a double damage.
Yeah, it could be. Please present one piece of evidence that will explain everything. I really don't want to... Oh, it would be my business card, wouldn't it?
It did have a number on it.
Like... Screw it! Take that! Oh, why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine.
Judge's business card added to the court record.
If this is wrong, I hope that at least this is some funny, like, extra dialogue. Judge's business card. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards.
It's always time to exchange business cards.
Your Honor. I hope I get to carry that forever. If this is correct, I hope I get to carry that forever. There's something very important about that card, and it's the back of the card. This card is important because of what is on the back.
You wrote your phone number on the back, but ellipses...
But that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone?
Huh? Right now? The court is still in session.
It's okay. You'll see.
Okay, if you say so.
Hey, I remember that phone from the first game.
Yeah, we stole it from Gumshoe.
Yep. Is this defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We're going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is.
Oh, the idiotic, stupid things to ellipses. Ellipses, 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 ellipses. Ah!
I would not have it be any other ringtone.
I'm almost certain, like, the actual character is that one day Maya just stole the phone and changed it to the Steel Samurai Nick's so bad at technology, he just didn't change it. What? Why is my phone ellipses, question mark? What is with this stupid sounding ringtone? Ellipses, beep, ellipses.
Mr. Wellington.
Ellipses, exclamation mark.
How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. I didn't hear you say anything if you said it.
Ellipses! No, it's cat ellipses, double exclamation mark.
By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. Well, now you're just saying that he assaulted you. You're just like checking off all the marks to get you incarcerated if you really are just messed up and you know everything's wrong. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Count Dracula's theme plays. That's almost as bad as Forbidden Memories, where there's 3 entire text boxes just full of A's. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He's a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. In order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Now you're just like defamation of character. You know, you can't do that.
The phone you're holding, ellipses!
Is Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
So take it away!
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna win his case. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Hey, how'd she get there? She teleported. That is all. This court is adjourned. It's only been like 3 hours.
September 8, 2:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1.
I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. Now I can go to my real boyfriend, Gumshoe.
That's really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this.
Honestly, it's true. He did literally nothing.
Like, literally all he did is not have enough time to change out of his work uniform.
Yeah. Ellipses, it's probably because of me. I mean, objectively it is, but you know. Uh-huh. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures.
Like, your whole life that bad, can it?
Since I was 6 months old,
when
I fell from the oh my god, from the 9th floor of my apartment building.
Hey, you survived. I call that good luck.
9 floors, 9 feet. There's a severe difference here. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of damn.
And you're still alive. I'm saying you're extremely lucky.
This poor lady, jeez. Failed at almost every test I've ever taken. Well, I mean, that just could be because you're not smart. Experienced almost every kind of disaster.
Hey, that sounds like waiting for the last one.
And never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe.
Then you've never gone first.
Yeah, I know, right? My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless.
Lady Luckless? Oh no, I kind of like Goddess of Misfortune better.
What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch on to those around me.
What do you mean?
When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Wow, that's right. You were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk, and then she died. I gave her my hand in. Before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. How did that happen?
How do you go from point A to B? I want the full story. Ellipses, oh.
I genuinely want that story. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me.
That's not true.
I mean, it's kind of true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts.
I see.
So that means you weren't dating. Everything is my fault! All my fault! Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I mean, yes it is.
I mean, it always has been. It just got a little more messed up. Then stop being messed up.
I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Oh, she is definitely coming back.
You definitely do.
As a villain, that's for sure. Yeah, after all, Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet! I'm gonna make it! I promise! My real name, because I'm gonna change my name legally.
To Lady Luckless?
Yes. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. That's, you know, baby steps, baby steps. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going.
Luck to you.
I'm surprised she didn't mention Maya before Maya popped in, like, hey, where's your assistant?
Seriously?
Thanks.
She barely knows about him.
Yeah, like, it would be something you would think that she would note it, like, bring up, like, hey, where's your assistant? Literally. Thanks. You take care of yourselves, too. Actually, come to think of it, I guess Maya couldn't say anything, but it would make sense on why he never answered his phone. Because he never had it. But it's not like Maya could bring that up or anything. Like, he couldn't bring it up or anything. Sigh, what a horrible day, ellipses. Got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. Oh, really? I thought you just remembered that you got your head hit.
I thought it was full back. Oh, but you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office.
Alright, call her by her name so we know that you know it's actually, what's it called? Is he gonna ask for her name? I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but who are you? Okay, so you didn't get your memory back. You just lied to the players.
Well, he remembers a little bit. What? I think you got your memory back.
You know, at that moment, everything really did come back to. Oh, let me guess, because she hit you on the head.
Oh, absolutely. That's what happened. They didn't show. I don't care. She 100% slapped him hard.
Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases. I mean, not really.
I guess a little bit, like in the sister's case. That's about it, though.
Yeah, pretty much. But he's also been a really good ally during others, especially Rise from the Ashes. He's very helpful.
Actually, I would say especially Turnabout Goodbye is especially.
Both of
he was desperate to get educated out.
I mean, he was good in both. Like, he really helped. The Judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who's easily swayed by other people's opinions. That is the truest statement so far. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. Well, that's because you proved the right verdict. Lipsies, this person. I haven't gotten a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. Is that supposed to be like a joke because he's only in the first case?
No, I think it's just supposed to be a jab because he has no presence.
Ah, okay. And this girl. Ellipses. Maya? Ellipses? Question mark?
Like you finally remembered.
Nope. I don't remember anything. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. How did she get back here? Can I get the backstory on that?
She ran on foot.
Ah, okay. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, you know what's really awkward? This game is not going to mention anything about Rise to the Ashes.
Nope, in Trials.
What'd you say?
Trials doesn't either, for the same reason.
Yeah, that's I hope nothing crops up that would really make you want to, you know, be like, hey.
About that.
Oh no.
Yeah. For what it's worth, when the 3DS translation updates came around, they did throw in a few Easter eggs for Rise, so it's not like it's totally forgotten.
Okay, good.
It's still kind of noticeable.
Okay, good.
Earth Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me.
I guess it's even more of a big, like, yeah, I did miss you because I literally spent the last case without you. There's a big gap that you and me were not together. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Yeah, see, what, is that a reference to... See, I don't know. Is it a reference or not? Who knows?
I'm back now. So it's time for us to create new memories together.
Nah, I'm retiring. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. Guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Who did you have on your phone? Edgeworth? Maya? That's it?
Probably literally just them. He might have Mia's number if he refused to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Burgers!
Okay. It actually hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. Well, shame we can't call Larry Butts, you know. He would pay for our burger. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago.
Alright, there.
Lost Turnabout.
We might have to split this in 2 parts. This is almost 2 hours long.
We might. Yeah, I'm curious. I want to see. Oh, it's the kid. It's the other Faye.
A brand new episode has been added. Episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout.
Yep.
Yeah, we just stop here.
I will. I'll just save here and I'll stop here. Well, in the next part, I don't know if this is part 3 or 2. I'll figure that out in post. We will, what's it called? Be doing, episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout. It's like they had to put Turnabout somewhere in there, but they couldn't figure that out. It looks really weird.
Yeah, they should have gone the Rise from the Ashes approach if they just couldn't make it work, but
Yeah.
well, whatever. Reunion and Turnabout.
They could have done Turnabout from the Ashes, I'm telling you.
They literally just could have said the Reunion Turnabout or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have been fine.
But yep, in the next part, we will be doing good old-fashioned episode 2. I'm curious on this one, just because I know that's another Fae. She's dressed like one. I want to know what's going on. Maybe she'll be our new assistant. Who knows?
It's your new Maya.
That'd be kind of funny. Well, see you guys in the next part. Chicken tender.
Oh man, this is gonna be awkward if we split in half now.
Oh, but I have a way to fix things. Don't worry. Maybe. Bye-bye.